Welcome to our podcast today, where we will talk about understanding the difference between risk assessment versus risk management. Risk is an ever-present factor in our lives and businesses, shaping our decisions and influencing outcomes. Whether we're crossing the street or launching a new product, understanding and managing risk is crucial. Two key concepts in this realm are risk assessment and risk management. While often used interchangeably, these terms have distinct meanings and roles in the decision-making process. In this video, we'll clarify the difference between risk assessment and risk management, exploring how they work together to help us navigate uncertainty and make informed choices. Let's delve into the concept of risk assessment. At its core, risk assessment is the systematic process of identifying potential hazards, evaluating their likelihood of occurrence, and assessing the potential consequences if they were to materialize. It's essentially a proactive approach to understanding and quantifying risks. The primary purpose of risk assessment is threefold. First, it aims to identify potential hazards or threats that could impact an organization or project. Second, it evaluates the probability of these hazards occurring. And third, it assesses the potential consequences or impacts if these risks were to become reality. According to ISO 31000:2018, the international standard for risk management, risk assessment is defined as the overall process of risk identification, risk analysis, and risk evaluation. This definition underscores the comprehensive nature of risk assessment and its critical role in informed decision-making. Now let's turn our attention to risk management. According to the Australian and New Zealand Standard for Risk Management, ACE NZS 4360-2004, risk management is defined as the culture, processes, and structures directed towards realizing potential opportunities while managing adverse effects. In simpler terms, it's the systematic approach to developing strategies and actions that address identified risks and minimize their potential impact. The primary purpose of risk management is to create a proactive framework for decision-making that helps organizations and individuals navigate uncertainties, reduce threats, and capitalize on opportunities. This involves implementing controls, allocating resources, and continuously monitoring and reviewing the effectiveness of risk mitigation efforts. Now that we've defined risk assessment and risk management, let's explore the key differences between these two concepts. First, let's consider their focus. Risk assessment is primarily concerned with identifying and analyzing potential risks. It's about understanding what could go wrong and how likely it is to happen. On the other hand, risk management focuses on developing strategies to address these identified risks. It's about taking action to minimize or eliminate the impact of these potential threats. When it comes to outcomes, risk assessment typically results in a comprehensive list of prioritized risks. This list helps organizations understand which risks pose the greatest threat and require immediate attention. Risk management, however, produces a concrete plan of action. This plan outlines specific steps and strategies to mitigate or eliminate the risks identified during the assessment phase. Lastly, let's look at the timeline. Risk assessment is often a one-time activity conducted at the start of a project or periodically within an organization. It provides a snapshot of potential risks at a specific point in time. Risk management, in contrast, is an ongoing process. It involves continuous monitoring, evaluation, and adjustment of strategies to address evolving risks and changing circumstances. Now that we've explored the definitions and key differences between risk assessment and risk management, let's examine how these two processes are interconnected. Risk assessment is not just a standalone activity. It's a crucial step in the broader risk management process. Think of risk assessment as the foundation upon which effective risk management is built. When we conduct a risk assessment, we're essentially gathering vital information about potential threats and vulnerabilities. This information becomes the fuel that powers our risk management strategies. Without a thorough risk assessment, risk management would be like trying to navigate a ship without a map or compass. The results of a risk assessment provide decision-makers with a clear picture of the risks they face. This understanding allows them to prioritize which risks need immediate attention and which can be addressed later. It also helps in allocating resources effectively, ensuring that time and money are invested where they'll have the most significant impact. In essence, risk assessment feeds directly into risk management, creating a symbiotic relationship that enhances an organization's ability to handle uncertainty and protect its assets. As we've explored, risk assessment and risk management are distinct yet interconnected processes. Risk assessment focuses on identifying and analyzing potential hazards, while risk management develops strategies to address these risks. Both are crucial for effective decision-making in any field. Remember, risk assessment provides the foundation of knowledge, while risk management puts that knowledge into action. By understanding and applying these concepts, you can make more informed choices and better protect your interests, whether in your personal life or in business. We encourage you to take a moment and consider how you can implement risk assessment and management in your own context. By doing so, you'll be better prepared to face challenges and seize opportunities with confidence.